3, 2, 1, 0.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I am glad I have been given an opportunity to express my view on the demand for grant for education. Now we are thinking of putting up huge dams and constructions of canals. There is no doubt that these amenities will increase human welfare, but at the same time, we must see that opportunities are given to our children to rise to their fullest heights. We have been doing things in a particular way all these years, and we think is impossible to do them in any other way. But if we are serious about education for our children, then I think that the whole problem requires a dynamic approach. I must say that our education minister has been thinking in a dynamic way so far as certain aspects of education are concerned. In this country, I think that primary education should be the basis for all other types of education. I would like to point out that it is a big problem to tackle. I am glad that a committee has been appointed to go into the question of primary education in this state and to suggest ways and means of tackling the present situation. I hope it will make recommendations which will enable us to solve the problem of primary education speedily in this state. There is another aspect to which I would like to refer. It has now become a fashion for us to say that the standards have gone down. I should like to know who has been responsible for the fallen standards. The education department is supervising educational activities. I have all praise for it. I know that all educational institutions are today manned by trained teachers. Some may say that the fault lies in the raw material. It is not at all correct. I am sure that the children of today are much better than the children on the old days because they are brought up in an atmosphere of freedom. So, it is the responsibility of this house to find out the reason for the fall in standards and to rectify matters. In the matter of education, I must bring to the notice of the government that there is a tendency on the part of private managements to think of education as a business proposition. I hope that the educational committee will look into this also. So far as the municipalities are concerned, a large part of their income is being utilized for elementary education. If the government take over this responsibility or find funds for running these institutions, it will enable the municipalities to provide other amenities to the people. I hope that the Honorable Minister will look into this question also. In this connection, I would like to point out that schools are concentrated in particular areas. There are labor schools, local body schools, and other schools. All these are within a radius of 4 or 5 kilometers. I do not think it will serve any useful purpose. I hope this matter will be looked into. Then there are single teacher schools whenever the problem of unemployment because acute the government think of starting more and more schools so that the unemployed people may be employed as teachers. So, education is thought of as a means of providing jobs for unemployed people. So, there is need for a basic change in the approach of the government to the problem of education. I hope that even primary school teachers will be selected on the basis of a competitive examination so that we may have good teachers. Letter from the National Paper Company, Lucknow, to Mrs. Madhavan and Company, New Delhi. Dear Sirs, we thank you for your letter of the 4th instant. You have requested us to supply you some quantity of good quality paper. At the same time, you have stated that you will pay the cost of the goods within 30 days of delivery. While we have no objection to supply you the goods as desired, we would like to tell you that we will not be able to give you credit facility unless we have definite information about your business standing since you are a new customer. We shall be much obliged if you give us particulars about how long you have been in this business and any other particulars which will enable us to consider your order. We shall be glad if you also give us particulars of any persons to whom we can make references in this regard. But on the other hand, if you are prepared to make advance payment for the cost of the goods, there will be no difficulty for us in complying with the your order as soon as possible. So, it is a matter for you to decide and inform us of your decision. On hearing from you, we shall take a decision in the matter. We hope you will respond as early as possible so that we may take further action in the matter. Yours faithfully.